Let me start the recording, and after that, we will start the AMA formally. Should I?
Yes, ready when you are.
Okay, somebody has already started the recording, so yeah, let's get into the details. So today we are going to host an AMA session with chaotic DJs. In this AMA, we are going to have 3 segments. First one is about the introduction, and second one is the Twitter segment. And in the third segment, we will take live questions from you guys. You have to follow the rules. You have to join Chaotic DJs Discord server, and you have to join Cryptoverse Telegram group, and you have to follow Chaotic DJs and Cryptoverse on Twitter as well. You can go to the details just by visiting the website and Discord of Chaotic DJs. If I share you the details of Chaotic DJs, it's a Web3 social music and festival platform. It's a collection of 10,000 NFTs that brings the music community a home, interact, connect, and engage and earn. You can earn the Chaotic tokens as well. So if you are owning a Chaotic DJs NFT, it will provide you full access to the Chaotic land, festivals, exclusive events, and private parties, music, education, and mentorship programs. And you can enjoy the social music platform with DJing opportunities and DeFi tools and all other benefits. So Mr. Grigori is here with us on the behalf of Chaotic DJs. He is the co-founder and CFO of Chaotic DJs. Welcome to Cryptoverse. Welcome to Cryptoverse, Mr. Grigori.
Yes, do you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing today?
Oh, sorry. I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm good too, thank you. Thank you for joining us, and let's start the AMA with your introduction. How did you start, and how did you plan to bring music NFTs project in front of us?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'll give a quick little background about myself and some of the other team members, and then how this project came to be. So yeah, my name is Gregory Laredo. My background is in engineering. I did my undergrad and master's at McGill University in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I started off my professional career doing research and working for early stage medical device companies, so really on the technology and data science side. After that, I got more involved on the business side of some of the projects I was working on, which led to the finance and commerciality of these products that we were developing, and just really getting customer satisfaction in order to be able to offer what we were building. So then over the last few years, I grew very attracted to the crypto blockchain technology. Like I said, with my background in data science, I found a lot of incredible possibilities with it. And I can't say that I was in the crypto space back in 2015 or earlier. So definitely it took me a little bit of more time for me to understand the fundamentals of it and the real value and opportunity of it. But then once I did, I started digging deeper and deeper. And then with this project was put together, Chaotic DJs was put together last year, September, so September 2021, with our co-founders. I'll just name them off quickly with a little bit of background, just to get a picture of what the team brings. So there's Daniel. He's the CEO and the co-founder. He brought this whole team together. His background is in promoting and ticket sales and running parties and festivals and VIPs and guest lists to different clubs and events and concerts. So that's his background. He's been doing it since he was a young adult, since he was 15 years old. So even before necessarily legal drinking age. So he's been really involved in the scene for many years. And our other co-founder, Nigel Houston, he's a gold medal Olympic champion in skateboarding, one of the top skateboarders in the world, and he has a very deep passion for he has a very deep passion for music festivals and electronic music, as well as the Web3 crypto space. So he was our early co-founder as well. And then we have Tie-Dye, who's a DJ. He really started from the ground up in his professional career as a DJ by making his own sets, producing them, getting a manager, and getting bookings at different clubs and events to ultimately festivals. So he's still not the top yet, but he hopes to get there. And another co-founder is Anthony. His background is also in technology, more on video and image editing and software technologies around that. He handles a lot of our operations, our social media accounts, and just project managing on that front. And together we put together Project Chaotic DJs. So really combining the music festivals, DJing experience and excitement with the Web3, and providing that accessibility to our community and giving them benefits in that field of music festivals, participating in exclusive events, and as well ranking up to advance your career if you are an artist, if you're a DJ, a songwriter, a producer, a musician, anywhere in the music industry. We have a lot of utility and benefits that can help advance your career as an entrepreneur, in any which way you want to, as a music artist. And connecting all of that with Web3 technology, starting with our NFTs and getting more and more into the blockchain Web3 space with utility tokens and accessibility to metaverse and AR, VR technology, and just all the fun and excitement that we can bring with an NFT project.
Yeah, that's great. So how has the experience been from a sciences student or a sciences graduate towards
Mm-hmm.
music and towards crypto? These three are totally different fields.
Yeah.
So who convinced whom?
Yeah. So I don't think there's much convincing, but like I said, Daniel, who happens to be a distant cousin of mine, but he's the one who put together the team, and it was really his idea. And with brainstorming with Nija and Tie-Dye and myself, we kind of put this project together. My background in the sciences and engineering, yes, it is. That's I would say maybe almost 10 years ago now since then, but I graduated my master's almost 5 years ago now, and I really got more involved on the business side of projects, and that's what kind of brought my finance background. And so I just use the skills that I learned in school and my early research and work to anything that I do. But as it comes to relating the music industry and festivals with Web3, I think there's a great synergy there in terms of just providing global access to these events and to these online participation of it. Everything that we're doing can be done IRL, but as well we'll be offering them remotely in terms of our programs, like our music education and mentorship programs, in terms of our events, and in the future just incorporating some metaverse technologies, which really means just being able to connect in front of your computer, in front of a screen. If you have augmented reality in terms of, let's say, a headset, and for us, what we want to build just to really invigorate the festival industry is in terms of hologram technology, where we can broadcast our artists, our musicians or DJs. So those are things a little bit more down the road, but just to connect the music industry with Web3, there's tremendous value. Like I said, being able to have a global reach. There's no exclusivity or allowing or disallowing people to join. The way we like to phrase it, it's inclusively restricted, meaning anyone could participate within our community. Obviously, the gateway, the key is owning our NFT. Like a lot of other projects, that's the key. That gives you access to everything that we offer as a project. So it's open to anyone with a smartphone or a computer, internet connection, and starting off with a little bit of ETH, since we're on the Ethereum blockchain, and you could participate, you can join, right? So just being able to offer that and everything and all the other benefits that the Web3 space has: anonymity, decentralization, and just incorporating the things that we love the most in the NFT space.
That's great. And actually, the friends, a group of friends make a lot of plans, and I'm glad that you have brought it in the form of a project in front of the
Hmm.
community.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes, a lot of hard work,
And
and
I wish you,
yeah.
yeah, actually. So how long did it take to bring a project in front of the people?
Yeah, so the inception started back in September. I remember we have a screenshot of some of our early notes back in September. I think we started putting together the artwork, like finding an artist and putting together our socials. We did that in November, like end of October, November, and we really started pushing the project in February. Obviously, the market has really took a shift since then. And but we think it's for the best. Like the industry started with a lot of hype, and just if it's a celebrity or people just bringing in different tactics on the momentum side just to create this FOMO, and then also being a lot focused on art. We think it transitioned really to utility. So really having benefits and value to the actual community that you're targeting. So it's more than just artwork or PFP projects that we think um, will succeed, and that's what we are building. And there's been a few other projects as well been building, and that's what we like to see in the space. And we've been really focused on the utilities and the benefits that we can bring to our community in terms of the partnerships and collaborations that we formed. And then we believe the next stage in the NFT and the Web3 space, so meaning like it started with like hype and then maybe beautiful artwork. Now it's really in a phase of utility. We really think that the next step for the industry is on governance. Like, yes, you need to have great benefits and value to your community, to your holders, but then the next step is governance, right? This is a platform that we truly believe in decentralization and having the people, having the community have their voice heard in the directions. So we do plan to incorporate our DAO system, our DAO structure to really bring the governance and the control to our community.
Beautiful words. So you have talked most of it, but once again, I would like you to share a bit about Chaotic DJs. What was the idea behind creating the project? You have actually talked about
Yeah,
it, so I would
yeah,
want you to share most about the Chaotic DJs. What is it about, and how can we participate into it? And yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sure. So again, Chaotic DJs is a Web3 platform that brings together the music festival DJing and Web3 community all in one place that they can interact, engage, discover new music and new opportunities in the Web3 space, and have an opportunity to earn and benefit from it. And with that, we have several utilities that I think you're going to ask about, but we have different categories of utilities in terms of our actual festivals and music events that we'll be hosting IRL and as well virtually, remotely. We also have a section for music programs, so meaning our education and mentorship programs. We have scholarships for music programs. The scholarship partnership we have now is with the NYU, the New York University Music School. They're partnered with Yellow Bricks, which is their online course provider. So anywhere in the world, you can get a certificate, a diploma from the NYU, a music program, and really advance your career professionally. We also have mentorship programs where we have for now some really top and upcoming DJs part of our community that will be able to offer their one-on-one or one-on small group time to help beginners, intermediate, or just to connect with other similar people in the music space to advance and grow together. And then, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we as well have our of course our Wallet Connect, our backend, exclusive to our NFT holders. This will be our DAO dashboard app and our social music platform. We plan to incorporate, and I think I saw some great questions from your group, from your community on Twitter about what's going to differentiate us and in the music space. Is it like a Spotify? Is it like SoundCloud and some other Web3 type music projects So for us, we're really going to be focused on making it a social music platform. So we're going to allow people to submit music, share music that they like, recommend or give feedback, and maybe propose a collab or a remix, and really just cultivate this music professional platform where everyone can benefit. They can discover new music and they can grow. They could connect. They could advance their careers, and ultimately that is going to feed back into our chaotic land, where when we are throwing parties or when we are getting bookings at other big events or festivals, we'll be able to bring up our community members, our holders, them as the artists performing. That's really the loop that we want to connect, and really one of the main visions of our project, to really be a launch pad, a stepping stone for DJs and music artists. And as well, the last category of our utilities is we have several partnerships, long time friends and people within our network that believe in our project and really helped us form some of the utilities. So we have a lot of backstage tickets to other festivals like Ultra Music Festival, Tomorrowland, BPM, really big music festivals that we've been having strong relationships with for many years on the professional side. So just bringing that together with our project as well. So backstage VIP tickets, there'll be giveaways throughout the year. Also experiences such as vacations. We have timeshares as well, which are passes for one plus a friend, a holder plus a guest to go away on a vacation, a fully paid vacation. We're going to have several of those each year, and as well, just to hope to incorporate some merchandise and some other fun giveaways that we can raffle and auction and just stimulate the community with. So that brings together the utilities and what we're trying to build here. And I think there'll be more questions on it. Happy to answer anything.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you explained it really well. So, can we consider it that this project is for emerging singers and emerging DJs?
Yes, that's a great question. We've been having that a lot. So obviously, like I wanted to explain our co-founders and just the team, because just to emphasize that we built this project with an eye towards our niche, which is music festivals, electronic house music, EDM festivals, as well as the DJs, the ones that actually make the party. And that is, like you guys can understand, that's because of the team involved. Like I mentioned, Daniel being on the business side of actually throwing these parties, Tie-Dye being an actual DJ, and myself, Nija, Anthony, all of us growing up. I'm not that old. I'm 30 something now, but when I was younger and during my undergrad and university, I love music festivals. All of us love music festivals, and that's where we've had some of our best experiences and the best times with our friends that are memorable. With old friends and new friends that you meet then and there. So we all have a big passion towards the music festival, electronic music space, and that's the specific niche that we are starting and launching this project. But we really see this have a much larger impact on the music industry, especially as we get other community members and incorporate our DAO, our governance structure, that we could address many other music segments, such as R&B and hip hop. We have relationships with Rolling Loud, the largest music festival for rap, R&B, hip hop. So anyone in the community that is as well aspiring in that, if they're a rapper, an artist in that specific segment of music, will also be able to make the connections, and the education program that they can get will be applicable to that and any music industry, any music segment, and the mentorships hopefully will be able to create pairings of other similarly interested music artists, and that applies to a lot of other genres, as we've heard from our community: K-pop, Afro beats, and whatever the community wants, we will help cultivate and bring that forward.
Wow. So you have talked really great and you have explained it very well, but I'm stuck on something that you said. I am
Sure.
30 plus now, and when I
Yeah.
was younger, I used to enjoy the concerts. So what is that?
Well, Yeah, listen, I'm married. I have three kids. So I had a very short but a great partying experience in my 20s. In my early 20s, I got married when I was 25. But every so often I'll go with my wife, or if we have some events, I'll go with some of the friends. I'm not that deep into it like some other co-founders who are still blessed with their youthfulness and being single and having that freedom. But for me, I'm definitely more focused on the building of the community side and just providing value from, of course, an experience perspective, but then everything else in the Web3 DeFi space as well.
So you mean you have stopped enjoying music, or you have started
No,
listening to
no,
sad songs?
no, 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 no. Meaning I'm not out there partying with the whole crowd, which I for sure miss and I reminisce about. Right in my house, I'm blasting house music. My little girls, they know my style of music. I'm blasting house music, deep house, electronic music. That's what I listen to, and that's what I vibe out to in my house for if it's a barbecue, if we're driving. So definitely not detached from the music. Never.
You have explained it really well, and now I am satisfied. Now I can consider that
Okay, good.
everybody can enjoy the music.
Okay, whoever wants to really party, Daniel's the man. Whoever's from Miami, because our most of the team were from Miami and LA. Whoever knows Daniel or heard of him, they know that he throws the craziest parties, and he's the life of the party. So, in Miami, LA, New York, all over the states. So that's his home base. So if you want to party, he's the guy.
So, Daniel, man, why are you not here? You had to be
Ah,
here.
yes, yes, yes. Next time I'll get him on. Tie Dye also has great insights on the actual DJing and the mentorships structure that we're putting together. Each of us have an incredible important role in our project.
So let's get back to the talk again. So
Yes,
I read the website and I got to know that there are 10,000 different NFTs. So,
yes,
and there is a token as well.
yes.
We will use the token to buy the NFTs. But where those NFTs will be used?
Okay, yeah. So, that I just want to clarify. So the NFTs, yes, they are a collection of 10,000. They are actually purchasable by ETH. We're on the Ethereum blockchain, ERC 721 tokens. They're actually minted in ETH for our pre-mint and our mint. And then similarly, once it gets to the secondary, we'll be listing on OpenSea and Sorare. Really, our denomination is in ETH. I'll get back to the 10,000 piece collection, but just to touch upon and clarify about the utility token, our chaotic token, that is going to be the next phase that comes after our NFT launch, and that's really going to be the fuel to our ecosystem. So the NFTs are the foundation. Like I mentioned, it just gives you all access to everything we do, connects you to our backend, and now you're in the community. You can participate in every and any which way you want. As for the chaotic token, that is going to come after. We're going to incorporate it very, very diligently. We've analyzed, and myself especially, and some of our advisors, we've analyzed several other projects and what the right way to do it, so that it's not just devaluing the currency that people are right away collecting it to swap out. It's really going to be used within our ecosystem before being, let's say, convertible into another token or a stable coin. It's really going to be used within our ecosystem in a fun and exciting way that also gives our holders a way to earn. So we believe that that's very important for any NFT project, but more than just an NFT project, for any Web3 project, any Web3 platform that you really want to take full benefit from. We definitely believe that there should be a utility token associated with it. So that will come later, and that's for now. Obviously, it's not out yet, so that's not what you use to purchase the NFTs. It's in ETH. So maybe we'll have more questions on the chaotic token. But to come back to the 10,000 piece collection, Yes, there's 10,000. We understand that the market has shifted, and there's a lot of investors are looking for smaller size projects, like smaller size collections and so on. We kind of established our 10,000 piece collection like early on, and we've had the chance to deviate from that, but we really wanted to stick to it because yes, it is 10,000 piece collection. However, the utility that we're offering and the community we're trying to build is really much bigger than even 10,000 people, assuming everyone just owns one NFT. So we believe that the utility should be accessible to more than a small number of people, and the community will really thrive with more people, just based on just the pairing and the social platform that we want to create. And within the 10,000 piece collection, as you'll notice, we have four different
Yeah,
characters,
four
four animals.
characters.
Yes.
Mm.
So we have
There were
Ty
ape and wolf
yeah,
and yeah.
and tiger and the bunny. So each of them are 2,500 of each character. And I think we're one of the only, or one of the very few projects that have multiple animals, let alone genders, right? Like I've seen other projects that have a male and a female NFT, but in
Yeah.
most projects they're either all apes, or they're all aliens, or they're all bears, or they're all something, right? So us, very
Yes.
early on, we made that alternative decision to have four animals, and to explain the reasoning behind it, and that decision that we made to be different. And it was really for our purpose because, like we're discussing, this is really a community and a project that loves and passionate and wants to give back in the music festival space, in the music festival industry. And we kind of figured that, just to break down the different characters, the different roles and people that you see that actually create the party, that create the festival that everyone loves, there's four. It could be broken down into four distinct characters. So I could explain each one of them quickly, and if there's more questions about it, I can speak more.
Yeah, yeah,
So the
sure.
tiger, yeah, the tiger is really the male DJ, the life of the party, the king that everyone wants to just be around when they go out. There's always that person, whoever has gone out and doesn't just stay at home gaming and stuff like a lot of us love to do. Whenever you do go out, there's always that one guy that you always want to be with, that one friend, that's just the life of the party. So that's the tiger. We really wanted to embody that, and he's as well the male DJ, really the one who runs the party. The bunny is the female DJ. It's the only female of the three, as well. Very, very, very exotic, very, very fun to be with. Like, you need them at the party. It's not the same if we don't have the bunny, or we don't have the girls and the excitement at the party or at the festival with us. So that's the bunny, and I could speak more about the bunny specific role down the line, which we're excited to. Not all the details are out yet, but I could share a little bit. So that's the bunny. Then we have the ape. The ape is like the club owner, the festival thrower, the one that really orchestrates the business side of it. Like, to throw a party, it takes coordination. Besides, for money, logistics, timing, putting all the people together. That's the ape, right? To run an underground club, or to run the biggest festivals in the world, it takes a lot of planning, budgeting, and organization of people, space, and time. So that's what we wanted to embody with the ape. And then lastly, we have the wolf. The wolf is the security. It's the gatekeeper. Make sure that everyone who's supposed to be in is in, and whoever needs to get out gets out, just to have a good running festival, right? You don't want any unwanted chaos. We want the good chaos. We want the fun excitement, the fun partying. We don't want anything that we don't want in there to be there. So that's why we have the wolf. It's the gatekeeper. It's the bouncer. It's there to keep everyone safe and fun. So we kind of figured that that's the way to embody the project, the ecosystem, and what the space that we're trying to do. So we had fun with creating the characters, and everything I described will be incorporated in specific preferential utility. So if you have a tiger versus an ape, there will be some preferential utilities and access to those to rewards applicable to them. So that will be able to announce as we come out, and everyone can get a good sense of it already just by describing what the characters are. So either try to get the one that you most identify with, or try to get them all, right? So that's kind of the way we structured our 10,000 piece collection.
All right, that's great. So are these categorized from higher to lower price, or they all have same price?
They're all the same. So yeah, they're all the same. They're all minted at the same, and they all have the same potential for rewards and or benefits. We do have a rarity table with depending on different features, and some of those as well will be linked with some specific giveaways or rewards. Like for example, we have a collaboration with Disorder. That's Nigel Houston's skateboard and streetwear company. So there'll be some skateboard giveaways for those that like skateboarding. There'll be some merchandise like hats, hoodies, shirts, things like that. So look out for some of those um, features in the actual artwork. But aside from that, all of them are equal. It's all the same.
All right, so if you had to pick one from all these four, ape, wolf, tiger, or bunny,
Hmm.
so which one? Which one would be your choice?
That's a great question. So I am split between the wolf and the bunny. But sorry, between the wolf and the ape. I would say the wolf because I do have a background in martial arts, and I like. I would always be someone that my friends can rely on if something goes down at the club or anything. They'd rely on me. So I always felt that role within me when I would be going out with my friends and I was younger and stuff. But aside from that, the ape because like I said earlier on, now I'm very focused on the business side and the project management and organization of something that could be rough around the edges or all mixed up and things, and just to find that organization to bring something to an actual product, right? That's my experience as an engineer, as my experience as an entrepreneur. So I like that side as well. So I'm split between the ape and the wolf, and I'm going to make sure to have at least one of each of those.
Is it just because of your martial art interest, or there is something, there is a specific thing which attracts you in that character?
I love the artwork of all of them. I like the wolf. I like the wolf. Maybe if I had to choose one of like the animals, the way our artists put it together, I like the wolf the best. But other than that, no. Like I'd like to see myself in each of them, right? Like I'd love to be the tiger, meaning to be like the king of the party and stuff, and I'd love to have the bunny for the beauty and the exoticness of it, and I could identify with a piece of each of their roles within a music festival or a party, but nothing specific, nothing like the wolf has a special like benefit or reward that within our community. It's just whatever everyone identifies with.
All right. Thank you for the brief answer. Now I'm satisfied with this one that every character is equal and we can choose anyone.
Yes, yes. I
I'm
see. I
convinced,
see you're trying to.
actually.
Yeah, yes. I see you're trying to dig to see if I'm gonna give any preferential
Yeah.
decisions on this, but
Any,
no,
yeah.
that's not the plan. No.
So, is the sale going on? How can we buy the NFTs, and
Mhm.
what what is the cost, and when will be the token used to purchase NFT?
Okay. Yes. Sorry,
And
there's a little bit of
yeah,
disconnect on my internet there, but I got the question. So, yes. So the NFTs will be purchased. We have our pre-mint, which will take place on our website. So, our official website. Check our Discord for the official link section just to make sure that it's chaoticdjs.com. There's a mint button front and center right at the top right of our website. Right now, it's access to one of our white lists, our white lists, but it will be on the mint date. It will be that where you actually mint the NFTs. Our pre-mint opening date is October 2nd, so it's coming up. It's in a week and a bit, just over a week.
Yeah,
So
10
that's when
days.
we're opening up. Yes, that's when we're opening up our pre-mint, our early access minting. So for the pricing and the tiers, we have two tiers of whitelists that there are ways that everyone can get in on them. The first tier is our VIP list. That is really, we started that list, like I mentioned, our project is from back in September and really started building it throughout the beginning of the year. So we made a decision back then to not launch yet and continue building and establishing our partnerships to be able to provide utility and benefits like day one, like right after minting. We are going to be starting with our first party. We're going to have our social music platform, a first generation of our backend ready to start engaging and connecting with community, with holders. So we wanted to make sure that all that is ready. So people from earlier on there, we were doing just community giveaways and competitions and things just to help spread the word of our project. So those people, they kind of been grandfathered into the VIP list. That is at right now the pricing is 0.1 ETH, but we will do some hopefully some discounts and some opportunity to get that down a bit. But right now that one's at 0.1 ETH with a limit of 2 mints per wallet. We are trying to fill that list with 1,000 wallets. Right now we're about at 400 and something. So there's still room to get on there. So just hit us up in our Discord and speak with our mods and us as a team and see how you can get eligible onto that list. The next tier is our whitelist. That's the next tier of our whitelist is our guest list. So we have the VIP list, now we have the guest list, and that one's at 0.15 ETH. For now, that's the price, and that's going to come after the VIP. We had several different communities and collabs to fill up our whitelist. We have that one we may oversubscribe, so you have to first come first serve on that list. There's that's like our partnership with Yellowbrick, like the NYU University, the online course provider. We've blasted that to their community, people that are actually interested in the music opportunity. That community is a little bit more on the Web2 side. So we went through several AMAs with them and just discussions on to explain them our product and even a tutorial on how to open up a wallet and stuff. But we've filled up a whitelist with our Yellowbrick partners. We've also filled it up with other NFT projects and crypto groups, such as yourselves, that are more interested on the Web3 space of it as well. And then obviously the overlap between the two. So the whitelist is at 0.15 ETH, like I said, and that one will have a limit of 3 mints per wallet, and it will happen TBA after the VIP list, the pre-mint on October 2nd. And then the public mint, if it even gets to that, that one will be at 0.2 ETH. We may leave we may turn off the whitelist once there's about 1,000 or 2,000 left of the collection and just allow it to the public for the public to mint. And for that one, minting directly from us, that one will have a limit of 4 mints per wallet. So that's a little bit about the structure and the tiers for the minting. And just to clarify again that it's an ETH, it's not with, you don't have to purchase our chaotic token or another chaotic token. It's directly in ETH.
All right. So it's only on ETH, nowhere else.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
can we
meaning
purge you have talked about the minting. So I want to talk about the characters. Can we purchase 4 characters at once in the pre-mint?
mm, no, no. So right, we're not revealing the mint. We're not
All
revealing the artwork, the
right.
characters until after mint.
So,
So you don't know what you get.
um, are the pre-mint participants going to get return on investment?
Sorry, there. I'm not sure if it's my internet or yours. I could you repeat the question?
Yeah, I was saying, so can we consider it a surprise?
Yeah, yeah. It's a surprise. Meaning, like I said, we have a rarity table where there each animal is split equally. So there's 2,500 of each animal. We have our rarity table from common, rare, epic, legendary. We have different traits in terms of our back wear, headwear, eyewear, mouth, background. So we have several different features that are going to be generated randomly. There's over 6 million variations possible, but we're going to randomly generate them, and they're also going to be randomly shuffled so that the minting we don't know which character you get or what traits you get, and the reveal will happen only afterwards.
All right, so you have explained about the rarity already. So let's move
Yeah,
towards the next question. So what can I do with my chaotic DJs NFTs? What are the uses?
yeah. So I mentioned them high level. I'll start with the immediate because we do have a long and detailed roadmap. We have high aspirations for this project, but immediately you will have access to the parties and festivals that we are throwing. Every year we're going to be throwing several of our own, a few of our own, and we'll be part of several other events and parties that we are affiliated with in terms of getting access for a guest list for or getting even stage time to be like an actual DJ. But immediately we'll be having our first inaugural party. This one will be hosted by Nigel Houston, IRL in Los Angeles at his mansion or at his private skate park. So that's going to be our first party right after Mint that we're going to announce, and every Chaotic DJs holders can come themselves with a guest, or they can send a friend because it is in the United States, and I know we're a global project. However, the full party will be broadcasted and recorded, so people could participate remotely or at least be able to tune in and see the chaos that we're creating at his house. But so that's going to be the first thing, the first party. And then also immediately we have our Wallet Connect, which we are building, and that will be immediately available. Our backend where every NFT holder can communicate and can interact with, and hopefully we have the skeletons there to start submitting music that you create or sharing links to other songs that you've liked that other artists have been doing. Maybe propose a remix to them, and so really that the beginning phases of our social music platform, all that will be available immediately. And then in addition to that, we have our partnership, like I mentioned, with the scholarships with NYU University. We have 5 free scholarships to give out, and I know there's a lot of questions on the Twitter about that. I'll say it quickly now, and I'll share the links later. But it's open to any one of our holders, and all you got to do is apply. So there's no fee for it. It's not about your financial ability to pay for a course at the New York University. It's really about your desire and your hustle to want to improve your music career. So you just fill out a simple application like any school or university like you would, all except for the fee. So you just apply. They ask for a media for you to upload media. It could be a picture, it could be a songwriting, or most probably it could be an MP3 or an MP4 of a set that you made or music video that you created. Whatever your passion is, or the direction of the music industry is a place for you to upload your portfolio, your creations to show that you really want to get the scholarship. So we have 5 of those. Also, will be announced immediately. And as well, we have a few one-off giveaways, like like some of our vacations. We have some one-off giveaways, but those will probably figure out the fun way that everyone can participate, either via a raffle, a lottery, or like a poker tournament or something fun, that everyone can have a chance to participate and win that. So those are the immediate benefits, utility that we'll be giving post mint.
All right. So you will laugh on my question, but I would ask this.
Go for it.
If we have no talent, I mean, we are not good at painting, we are not good at music, we are not a DJ,
Mhm.
and we want to
Yeah.
join the party, first year party. So,
Yeah.
are you guys offering any entry tickets or any, we have to hold any NFT to be a part of party?
So for our inaugural party, for the party that Nigel Houston is excited to host for us, you have to be an NFT holder, or you have to be a guest of the NFT holder. So you have to show proof that you own the NFT, and either at the door, or we're gonna find, our dev team is gonna find one of those ticketing apps that can authenticate that you own the NFT, or that you are announcing a friend of yours that's actually in LA during the time to go shop for you. So that's for our first event, and we are going to have exclusive events over the years. But afterwards, when we do throw, let's say, a party like a Chaotic DJs branded party, it will be open to purchase a ticket. Someone who's not part of the community, doesn't own an NFT, but our NFT holders will always be for free. It's an all access free pass for everything we do Chaotic DJs for our NFT holders.
All right. So first party would be arranged by you, but
Yeah.
4 or 3 NFT holders, can they arrange their own party and invite others?
Yes, so that is another portion of our back end of our social music platform, is our DAO dashboard. So that's the decentralized autonomous organization, and over there we're going to have a section for proposals where everyone can make, every NFT holder can propose. If it's not like, for your example, to propose a party, but it's really any type of proposal. So if you want to propose to throw a party, if you're in London, or if you're in Sydney, Australia, no matter where you are, if you want to propose a party that Chaotic DJs can help fund and it can help organize and can bring talent to, you have to make the proposal as detailed as possible, with who the team members are that are going to be executing it, the budget, the timeline, all of that, and it will be up for a vote for our NFT holders, right? So we're part of the, like, ourselves and some of our partners and advisors. They're part of the BAYC, the Bored Ape Yacht Club community. They own some Bored Apes, some Mutant Apes, and they've been holders for a long time. And we've seen how they implemented their DAO proposal section on creating the Ape Coin, and even their Ape Week events and things like that. And they really, we like the way their format for the proposals were, as detailed as possible. It goes through a first voting, then they even add more detail to the proposal, and it goes through a second voting. So we're going to be incorporating that as well, and we want to give that power and that autonomy to our holders to create a Chaotic DJs party anywhere in the world. So that's definitely part of our whole back end and the utility of being part of the being an NFT holder.
All right. So can we say that the metaverse will be yours and the event will be of NFT holders?
The metaverse. Okay, so
Yeah.
correct me if I misunderstood the question, but when you say that the metaverse will be ours, and then you said the party will be the holders, they'll decide. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the metaverse is a very broad term. It's an umbrella term that earlier on we were also very excited about. Maybe like 6 months, 12 months ago, we were very excited about the metaverse and what it means. And we were thinking of creating our own metaverse, whatever that means. If it's like working with a gaming company to create like like a type of a Fortnite or a type of a like a gaming environment that our NFTs can live in. And that's a huge development project. And we decided earlier on that we do not want to build a Chaotic DJ's metaverse at this phase. Maybe later down the road, but we developed our artwork to be 3D realism so that they are replicable to any metaverse. So with the metadata, with the artwork of our NFTs, they can be easily constructed into a 3D avatar in any metaverse. If it's going to be in Sandbox, or if it's going to be Aquarium or Ubisoft's metaverse, doesn't matter which metaverse. You'll be able to replicate our avatar in that metaverse. And we do have partnerships with, like I mentioned, Aquarium. That's Ubisoft's the gaming company. That's their metaverse that they announced that they are creating. We have relationships high up over there that we've already established and executed initial contracts that we will have a plot of land there that they're going to be building, and just a plot of land where we can throw metaverse parties. This is down the line. I don't like talking too much about it because it's further down the road, and so many things can happen, or so many pivots can happen. But this is something that we aspire to do, right? So that's on the metaverse side. And then as for throwing the parties, like I said, the IRL and the virtual parties in terms of being able to broadcast them, that we're going to be able to focus on.
Yeah, it's better. So you have already talked about the characters and the utilities and the animals' roles. You have explained already. So would you want me to ask you about that again, or it's okay, we should move towards the next one?
Yeah, I think we should move on. I know we're coming close to an hour, so I apologize for elaborating or saying or answering the questions very long. I just wanted to give as much information as possible.
No,
And I
no,
know,
it's okay.
and I already read all the Twitter questions, so I'm already knowing of what the community was asking. So I'm always like incorporating them and adding them to the questions that you've been asking me. So I know that it may be repetitive, so ask whichever other questions you want, or maybe if I didn't touch upon something from the Twitter questions, you can ask a couple of those, and then we could open it up to live questions.
All right. So let's move towards the last introductory segment because a part of it was missing to discuss, so we can move after
Okay,
that on Twitter.
sure.
So we have talked about the chaotic token and its utilities. So what are you doing to make chaotic token deflationary and a good
Yeah,
token in the long term? How can the tokens
yes,
be earned?
yeah. So really the high level mandate, the goal of our token is to at first have an equal supply and demand of it. The ins and outs of the usage of our tokens need to be balanced, because if there's only a way that if there's only an outflow of tokens, there's only a way to earn and earn and earn and earn. There's no real purpose for them to actually spend it and re-inject it back into the ecosystem. That we've studied and we know would not be good for the value of the token. So we've really incorporated, and we have an internal light paper. As you can see, we didn't fully develop our white paper, but we have our internal notes and flow diagram of all the different of several different options on how to use the token. So the earning part is easy. The earning we love. We're all big in NFTs, and I own several NFTs myself. I love the staking and the earning of APYs and things like that. It's great for the project because it takes it off the secondary market, and it just gives that that feeling and that excitement of earning a little bit of interest on your digital asset. So that's one simple way that we want to incorporate the earning, so the outflow. As for the inflow, we've like our mentorship program, our mentors, they need to get some incentive for their time, and the mentorees, they need to actually be able to save and value the time that they're getting. And how do you do that? With monetary value, right? So in order to have access to our community in terms of some of the mentorships, you're going to have to pay in chaotic token. And the way that's going to happen is if there's going to be one-on-ones or 5-and-1, there's going to be a way that, let's say, the total value of the mentor, what's paying, the mentoree is not going to get that full amount. There's going to be an amount that goes back to the wallet, to the treasury wallet of Chaotic DJs to be used in our DAO, and a portion of that will as well be burned. So to continuously make it deflationary. That's one example. Another example of another use case of how we're going to incorporate our tokens is at our events, IRL or virtual. At our events, there's going to be a way to purchase seats or different access to the stage, and hopefully we'll be able to incorporate with our liquor and beverage partners a way to purchase actual drinks at these events or bottles and things like that. So that's another form of how you can actually spend it. And all along with we'll be incorporating a portion that goes to the DAO. Obviously, we have to pay for the service, like we said, you have to pay for the mentor, or we have to pay for the drinks, whatever. But a portion of it will be brought back to our treasury wallet to reuse within our community. So we're going to be incorporating a lot of those one at a time. Another one is also for our music. In order to submit music, any NFT holder can submit music to get feedback from the community and an opportunity to actually be the DJ or the artist at our events. But it's going to be limited on how much content you can upload to our social music platform. If you want to upload more and get more feedback and more interactions with our community, that's going to cost you. So for example, if you own one NFT, you're allowed to submit one music record a week. If you want to submit more, you're going to have to pay for that in Chaotic. So, but you're able to earn Chaotic because you're staking your NFT or you provided mentorship for someone else. So there's always this loop of ins and outs that we're going to be very diligently creating and structuring. And I think that's our ultimate goal, just to fuel the community and continuously bringing value, elevating the value of our token and creating funds to re-inject and to re-spend on more experiences and more parties and more things that the community want through our treasury wallet.
All right, thank you for explaining really well. So let's move towards the Twitter one. Would you like to say something in the end of the introduction?
No, just that I apologize if I'm taking too long to go through the introductory section. I know that it's already been an hour, but I'm good with time if you're good with time. But you lead the rest of the call. You tell me how brief or how long you want. So that's the only thing I'd say. But I'm open to any and all questions.
No, we don't have any time issue. Actually, it is the first voice AMA in our community, and I am free, and you're also free, so we can take it.
Sure, great. Yes, go for it.
So the first Twitter question is, how is the procedure implemented, and what are the requirements? And will there be a difference in the power of choosing this decision based on the number of tokens? And you believe in the structure of the DAO and give the community access to make decisions about launching Chaotic?
Yeah, so I think what that follower requested in terms of implementation or the structure, that's, I think the minting, it's an ERC 721 token, so you have to have a crypto wallet. Any crypto wallet could accept ERC tokens, so it's purchased directly from our website. Make sure that it's our website, and the only way to make sure of that is to go into our Discord or our verified Twitter account and look for the official links, because everyone should know that the space is full of different schemes to make it seem so but not. So it's directly from our website. Follow the mint button, and you could connect your wallet that's already on the whitelist so that you know you have access to the pre-mint. The next question was on the DAO, which was a great question, which I'd love to speak a little bit more about. Is so everyone will have an opportunity to send in proposals and then vote on other proposals. And for the voting system, it's not going to be a one-to-one voting, meaning if someone owns 100 of the NFTs and someone else only owns one, it's not going to be that they have 100 votes versus one. It needs to be a little bit more equitable. and there's different options on how to do that. The two that I really like that we are going to incorporate, one of them is either the quadratic voting system or Fibonacci. Either of them, the Fibonacci may be a little bit more difficult to explain on an audio call. You'd have to kind of see the Fibonacci numbers for it to make sense. But the quadratic one is more simple to explain, that you take the square root of the number of NFTs that you have, you round it down to the nearest integer, and that's how many votes you have. So let's say for 100, let me just pull out my calculator. The square root of 100 is 10. And so I
Oh
don't need a
gosh,
calculator for that.
mathematics
But
again.
yeah. Sorry. So meaning if someone has one NFT, the square root of one is one. So they have one vote. If someone has two, the square root of two is 1.41. So I don't know, whatever. But you round down, it's still one. You have three, it's also one. The second you get to four, that's when you have two votes. The square root of four is two, and so on and so forth. The second you have 9 or more, you have 3 votes. So if someone has 100 NFTs, you would think that they're a whale and they're going to control our project. But no, they only have 10 votes. So it's not equal. It's not linear. The relationship between how many NFTs you have and the votes you have. We want to have as many voices heard as possible in our community. And obviously, there's obviously a relatively small financial barrier at first, but it could be much larger. So we still want to be equal to all our holders. So we are going to incorporate the quadratic voting system. The Fibonacci is a little bit more complicated. I like it because, like I said, my background in data science and mathematics, like I like that stuff. But one of the two will be incorporated in our DAO dashboard app.
But it was more from bio and chemistry, and I would suggest my community to choose only even numbers so that you can find out the square root easily. Is it?
Not just even numbers, like for example, like the square root of 8 is not an even number. It's like 2 point something something something.
Yeah.
You need square rootable numbers like 1, 4, 9, 16, etc. 25.
And girls are always
36.
poor in math, and you have thrown me
Yeah.
into some serious difficulties.
You know what? That's a good point. What I will do is, what I will tell the developers to add is when they show you, let's say, on some project, when you look at your collection of how many NFTs you own in a project, it's going to show you the number of votes you have with it, and it's going to show you the square root of, let's say, 5 equals 2.13 something, and it's going to equal to 2 votes. So every time you get another NFT, it's just going to show you what the square root of it is and how many votes that equals to. So it'll be a good way to learn math and also know how many votes you have.
You learn to earn.
Yes.
So, is there any specific criteria to be a mentor? You have already talked about it, so yeah.
Yeah, so for now we're only gonna announce we're gonna start with announcing the mentors because we know these people that they're actual DJs. They committed to our project because they know that they could be a mentor and they'll have a chance to earn. So we know we already have a roster of DJs. Some I can say, some I can't, but we already have a roster of DJs and producers that are going to be mentors. However, we'll have to see. Like I think that we could accept proposals. We may have a little interview process to see that they could actually mentor, but otherwise going through the scholarship program, getting the certificate, or doing a series of being a mentoree, being the person getting the mentorship, that will make you eligible for now being a mentor as well. So not everyone could be a mentor at first, but everyone can be if they choose and just prove that they are eligible to. Right? We don't want just anyone to be a mentor and not give value to the people who are looking to learn. Right? So we're gonna start off with our own, and we'll find a way to allow anyone to rank up and be able to be a mentor as well.
So is it similar to ambassador program?
I'm not familiar exactly with what you mean by ambassador program, but if I'm using my imagination of what you mean by an ambassador program.
Yep. To be
You
an
would have to
ambassador, you
be,
have to hold. Yeah, please go on.
yeah, it's not, no matter what, you have to hold an NFT to be a mentor or even to get the mentor service. But yeah, to be an ambassador, I guess you have to be chosen that you're an ambassador. Either, let's say, for social media like influencer marketing, you're not going to take someone who has 1,000 followers following 100,000 people. You're not going to make that person an ambassador. You're going to make the person with 100,000 followers following 100. Following 1,000 or more people that has this amount of engagement on their posts and tweets and stuff, you're going to make that person an ambassador because you checked off the criteria of what you're looking for. So we're going to do something similar. They're going to have to, if they want to teach about how to produce a song, they're going to have to show that they have all the editing tools and the experience on taking a raw song, adding all the music engineering and the editing to it to make it into an actual recording, and so on and so forth. So that's really Tie-Dye knows exactly the different routes of mentors that we have now and how those are going to work, and hopefully we'll get more feedback from the community and have different and other types of mentorship programs as well.
All right, all right. Thank you for explaining. Let's move towards the second question from Twitter community. That is, interestingly, Chaotic DJs is working on a scholarship system to help the music community. My question is, how will this scholarship system work for users, and what will be the eligibility criteria for musicians to access these scholarships?
Great question. I think I spoke about it a little bit, but I'll summarize it now. So the music scholarship, yes, we have 5. We're starting off at having 5 free scholarships every year. So as soon as we mint, we're going to announce our 5 winners from our holders, whoever applied, and those are going to be selected. As for the selection criteria, there's an application form. Like I mentioned, it's simple information about you, and then there's a spot to put a bio and the little paragraph or page on why you want the scholarship, as well as an upload section to upload content. It could be an image, it could be an MP3, it could be an MP4. It's whatever area of the music industry that you want to advance the career in. So make it the best as you possibly can, and it's going to be reviewed by the Yellow Brick and NYU committee. I don't think we're going to have so much say in it. It's really them that's going to be reviewing it. So it's really based on the strength of your application. And like I said, there's no fee. So unlike other school programs, when you apply, you have to pay a fee, and then if you get accepted, you have to pay the full tuition. There's none of that. These are gifted to us because of our collaboration, Chaotic DJ's collaboration with Yellow Brick, the online course provider of New York University Music School. So the link is in, again, our official links on our Discord. I could drop it in the Telegram group. Amay, you could let me know where I could drop that link, and anyone
Yeah, you
can
can drop it
commence
in
the
the group,
application.
or you can DM me.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll send that to you, and anyone could apply now. Obviously, when it comes time to the selection, we'll have to see that they own an NFT. And for the first one, we'll have more applicants than NFT holders because we started this. We opened up the applications pre-mint, right? So do not hesitate, whether you're buying now the NFT or later to see if you get accepted. Even just do not hesitate. It's open to everyone to apply. So I'll send the link.
Cool. So, yeah, until you send me the link, let's move towards the next question. That is, do you
Sure.
have any auditing certificate, or are you working on auditing your project to make it
Yes.
more secure and reliable?
Yes, great question. I like that question because I and like our founding team, none of us being the actual developer, like on the smart contract side, we've asked for this, and this wasn't ready back in February. We only completed our audit this summer. So we completed our full NFT smart contract audit with Certic. For those who know, they're the leading security company in the Web3 blockchain space. So they've done a full audit on our smart contract. They gave us back their initial feedback. with areas of that they flagged as either being low, medium, or high risk. Our developer made some adjustments where needed, and at least we, as the management team, we all understood what parts of the smart contract has centralizations and which ones don't. Obviously, in terms of the creators, we want to make sure that we are uploading our actual artwork and that we're not leaving it in the hands of a developer or someone else. So there's a lot of things there that we need to be able to control as we launch the smart contract and put it up on the blockchain. So we have our certificate from Certic. I can as well get you that link and with the link of our smart contract, which has been deployed on Etherscan. So let me get that for you as well. If you bear with me one moment. Okay, so here it is. Let me see this.
Just waiting.
Yeah, let me see. Did you private DM me, MA, or we're just in a chat together?
Yeah, I sent you a link in the beginning.
Okay, because now I'm just on my computer. I want to make sure I get it for you.
Yeah, I have sent you a hello.
Okay, got it. Okay. There we go. So I just sent you the Certic audit and then I'm also going to send you now the application form for the scholarship.
Yeah, I'm just gonna share
You can send those. Yeah, you could send those to the group. They could look into our audit. The hash of our smart contract is there, and and as well the yellow brick application. Anyone who's
second one is application form.
Yeah, second one is application form. Anyone who's interested, even just starting off, doesn't hurt to apply, and maybe they'll apply beginners, intermediate, advanced. So do not hesitate.
Yeah. Okay, I have shared. So
Great.
let's move towards the next question. Should we?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Okay, the fourth question from Twitter community is, it caught my attention that within Chaotic DJs, AR, VR, custom hologram technology will be used. Could you tell us what this technology is and what is its usefulness on your platform and how do you expect it to improve the user's experience?
Yes. So I like that question because it's something that especially my partners, Daniel, and some of our partners who are actually in the festival business, that they're all very excited for. Like I mentioned earlier, this is later in the project, so not to give any false expectations that this is going to happen immediately. This is a very big and expensive project to build. So this hologram technology, we already scoped out the contract with a firm in Los Angeles. I can't give the name, but it will be announced once we start developing it. But they've done technology like video AR VR technology for Hollywood. They've done it for Netflix, for Marvel Studios, for Sony Pictures, for the top movie companies in the world. And what they have the technology for is to build a hologram technology where you have your user. In our case, I'll give the example of the DJ. You have a DJ who puts on a suit, who puts on the glasses, and is hooked up in front of a monitoring screen with video recordings, and they get projected as a hologram in real time to wherever you want to set it up. If you want to set it up in a stage, in a stadium, if you want to set it up in 10 stadiums, they have the projection technology where they set this up, and the DJ can be paired with it in their living room, let's say, at their home or in a studio. So they get paired up with this system, and it projects their hologram in real time, 3D hologram at whatever venue you decide. So they have the technology to do it for the actual human being. So they look, meaning it'll show exactly you, however tall you are. If you're 6 foot tall, brown hair, whatever, this, that, they're going to show that exact hologram. So what we scoped out with them, and they gave us the budget and the timeline for developing it, which is doesn't take a lot of time, but it takes a lot of money. But they're able to now project your Chaotic DJ's NFT avatar. So if you own the wolf and it has the puffer jacket and it has Ethereum eyes and a Chaotic DJ's chain, whatever your specific avatar is, that will be what is projected in 3D. And when you move your hand, the wolf is going to move the hand. When you smile, the wolf is going to, like, all in real time 3D hologram projection. So that's the technology that we're building, and everyone has their imaginations of how exciting that could be at a festival. And that's where we and our partners are very excited. Like, imagine having in front of a 50,000 person stadium, sold out concert, you have now your Chaotic DJ's avatar as the DJ spinning the records, making the party. And the feedback we got from a lot of DJs is that, yes, this is incredible, but it's not that, like, it's a pre-recording. I'm not sure if people saw the video on YouTube. It was about a year ago, of Tupac. Like, Snoop Dogg was in person on stage, and they had a Tupac hologram, but it was pre-recorded. Obviously, Tupac is dead, or maybe still alive, so as the legend says. But Tupac has passed away, to all of our knowledge, and it was a 3D hologram of a concert he'd done in the past, pre-recorded and put on stage. So Tupac was whatever, he was 6 foot tall, he was wearing his white tank top, his bandana, he was out there rapping the song that he has with Snoop Dogg. So that was incredible, but it wasn't live. So the DJs, they tell us that the feedback is that they need to be able to feel the crowd. When they're making their set and they're building up to their drop, they need to be able to see how the crowd's reacting. How are they dancing? What's their pace? Are they waving their hands? Are they clapping? Like, are they singing along? All these things the DJ uses on during his set live, and he's making modifications and adjusting to give the best show that he can, right? So that's why what's more incredible than that, not only is our Chaotic DJ's avatar is going to be projected, they're going to have real-time feedback. So if the DJ is going to be like, crowd, put your hands up in the air, that's going to be broadcasted at the event, even though they're not there, right? That's going to be broadcasted at the event. He's also going to be able to hear the crowd and see the crowd through the screens that are put in front of him in his living room. So this is a full package technology system that we are custom building in order to project our Chaotic DJ's avatars. And we're also utilizing this company's technology on the real-time hologram technology. It's milliseconds of precision. And so all of that together, it's going to be an incredible, revolutionary festival experience, which we are extremely excited to begin. Like I said, we have the contract and all the scopes and points and budget and timeline and initial delivery and modifications of it. Everything all scoped out from the company and our graphic designer consultant. So like the computer animator for the artwork, all of that, on our team has scoped out the project with them and provided them initial assets. So we've commenced the process of being able to execute on it, and this is going to be something that we do and invest in at a later phase after mint. So that's something really exciting, and with the support of our community, and as well feedback and just showing them what we're building, we're extremely excited for that development.
All right, thank you for explaining the concept of hologram and actually bringing it into crypto.
Yeah. So that's what we mean by metaverse. So that's our definition of virtual footprint, metaverse, and this hologram, like, eventually, like, if you want to not even have the hologram like projected in real life, like if you want your hologram to move with you in a game, like I said, in Ubisoft's Aquarium, like that could be applicable also. Like you pair up with the suit, and instead of broadcasting on a projection screen, which is way harder, way more costly, and you need to be in real life, it's just going to be projected in on your computer in whatever metaverse you're in. Like I mentioned, Aquarium. So that's as well going to be possible with our suit if that's what the people want. If not, if it's just with your keyboard or remote control, like your gaming console, our Chaotic DJs avatars are, like I said, 3D realism design. The graphics are 3D, so you can export that as a file and implement that in whichever metaverse accepts it, that we pair up with our APIs and everything that we make a collaboration, a partnership with. You'll be able to actually export and display your Chaotic DJs avatar.
All right. All right. So let's move towards the last question from Twitter community. That is, not all NFTs that are offered in the market are valuable. So how will you project ensure that the NFT that are manufactured, issued, and traded on its platform are valuable and successful? And and what strategies will it use to make them competitive in this fierce market?
Okay, great questions. I may ask you to repeat the second part, but the first part, remind me the first part of the question again. Sorry.
Okay.
The second part was how we're going to stay competitive and fierce. I'll answer that after. What was the first part of the question again?
So how will your project ensure that NFT that are manufactured,
yes.
issued, and traded on its platform are valuable and successful?
Okay, yes. So that's a great question. And I know that the space is very mixed between short-term traders who are looking for flips. We aren't as focused on those people as we are on our long-term, short, medium to long-term goals. So, however, saying that, like I said, our on day one, there will be utility. So we're not just a PFP project. And we're not the project that's promising big hopes and only things down the line, like for example the hologram. We are providing immediate utility and benefit that people actually extract value from. If it's participating at our events, if it's getting access to scholarship programs, if it's being able to interact and engage and find new music in a genre that you're interested in, with an exclusive community of similar-minded people in the music space as well as the Web3 space, that is what we are providing day one. So that's immediate value, and there's a price for that. Just like you would subscribe for a newsletter, Sports Illustrated, or whatever, you're paying for something, whether it's a one-time payment or a payment every month, you are extracting value, which has a monetary price to it. So for us, I know the feedback, and some people who don't really dive into our project, 0.1 ETH is too much, or 0.2 ETH is too expensive. But for the value that we are providing on day one, it's a small fee for what you're able to extract. And now, furthermore, to the question from Twitter, how is that going to ensure future appreciation and value of the NFTs? As an entrepreneur and as one of the founders, I believe by exactly giving continuous value and experiences and benefits to our holders, that is what's going to make our NFT sought out after. Meaning people are going to want to buy it. If they don't buy it on day one, they're going to be like, oh, wow, they just threw the coolest party ever in Miami. They're now throwing one in Sydney. I have friends there, or I'm going to be there, blah, blah, blah. I want to go get an NFT. Or, wow, they're broadcasting their party that Nigel Houston, the #1 skateboarder in the world, is going to be at. And he's going to jump on the DJ set and play one of his songs. Like, wow, I want to have access to that. Or our music scholarships, like after our first semester, and they're going to be interviewed, they're going to be seen to have really gained tremendously from a professional education in the music industry. That's incredible as well. So we are providing this utility that we know that in the short, mid, and long term is true value. So that's going to cause appreciation. And I guess there's not much more to add to the second part of the question about how that gives us a competitive advantage. I think we are bringing a unique project together. Like I saw on the Twitter, like what's the difference between us and other Web3 music projects, or what's the difference between us and a Spotify? So we are really taking a little bits of all of those and putting something together unique. one of the pillars of our project, like I've mentioned, which tie-dye has really influenced, is being a community to help elevate the aspiring artist. Right? So I'll say that again, like we are a platform that will elevate and accelerate a music artist, whether a DJ or a songwriter, their career as an actual profession, right? They want to, or they are already spending all of their working hours of the day on building and gaining more skills and talent as a music professional. Let's say a DJ. Let's consider the example of a DJ. They're every day making new sets, listening to new music, playing with different beats, trying to get that next new instrument or board to play on. So all of these things, like that's what they're passionate about. So we wanted to remove the financial and network barrier. Sometimes the network and the connections you have is more important than how much money you have, right? At a certain level, especially like for any moderate person, like it doesn't matter if you could buy a DJ set, but if you don't know the right person or the right manager to get you a showing at a club, you're never gonna jumpstart your career and your passion and your love, right? So we wanted to alleviate those barriers, the financial network barrier, because we have several connections, especially in the music festival and DJing space, to help give you that opportunity. You have to prove yourself. That's why we have a community. We allow you to submit music. We allow others to give feedback, to create remixes, to learn and grow. We are offering scholarships and mentorship programs. So we're giving all the tools for you to actually accelerate your career and be successful. So that is, I think, a competitive advantage. That's why we're a little bit different than some of the NFT projects that are packaging songs into NFTs and creating some incredible royalty structures, which give more power and more financial control to the actual artist, as opposed to managers, which is really a broken system, as I understand, in the music industry. So these are as well great projects and initiatives in the space. And Spotify, besides for being Web2, where you're subscribing and paying a certain amount per month, where a majority of the money goes to the Spotify company, and then the other portion goes to the artist manager and then goes to the artist. But it's a great place to get access to music, right? So we are as well going to allow our community to share links to songs that they like. Our lawyer said you have to be careful on infringement once we get so big that if we're actually posting someone else's song. But if it's the actual community song, like one of our NFT holders, and they choose to submit the song that they just made on their computer, or a song that they just recorded in the studio, they choose to submit it on the platform, it's open for anyone to listen to and use. That's the beauty. So we're really building and curating that type of community. So trying to take some combinations and doing something that is unique and where we have a competitive advantage because of our connections and relationships and platform that we are putting together.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for answering it very briefly. So let's move towards the live community segment. But before we move to the live one, I would like to share the AMA rules once more. You have to join Chaotic DJ's Discord server, and you have to join Cryptoverse Telegram group, and you have to follow Chaotic DJs and Cryptoverse on Twitter as well. So let's move towards the live community segment. First of all, I'm going to unmute. Baju. Hi, Baju.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah, thank you for the opportunities. In your platform, I noticed there are two different lists there, the VIP list and the guest list. So what are the criteria to be eligible to the list?
Mm-hmm. Okay, great question. So as a general rule, the VIP list, I hear an echo.
Can you please mute yourself? Baju, can you please unmute yourself so that you can hear them properly?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Yeah,
Please
so
mute yourself.
maybe, yeah, I got the question. Follow up if I don't answer correctly, but so it's a great question. So like I said earlier in the call, the VIP list was really from our early, like our day one followers who's been with us since the new year, since January, February. And they've done a lot of ambassador roles to help promote the project, get us in front of communities that are also interested in what we're interested in, and really fill up our community. So those people, through specific tasks, they got onto our VIP list. As for the guest list, those are offered to other communities that we speak in front of, such as yourselves, which I think at the end of this call will announce how many whitelist spots we have for this community. And the other one of our activations, our partnerships, like I mentioned, Yellow Brick. I've mentioned the Travel Play. That's our traveling experience partner. So they distributed a whitelist. They had a whitelist allocation to all of their previous customers and current email list. So we are filling up our whitelist still today. And the simple things of just following us, getting in our Discord, and supplying your ETH address, that gets you onto the whitelist. And if for today we still have room on our VIP list, if you want to get onto our VIP list, which is the first access to it at the most discounted price, jump into our Discord, ask what you got to do, and if maybe it's a small little task or competition to help share this with friends, to give us feedback on something, we're very open to getting more passionate people part of the VIP, part of our first and early holders. So we just need to, for us, we need to just make sure that these people are serious, and they're not here just to, let's say, trade us or sell right away on the market. Like people that are actually passionate about the project and want to be able to contribute. Of course, you guys end up doing what you want, but that's we're kind of more picky with the VIP list, and the guest list, that's more open to all the partnership and collaborations that we do with other groups.
I hope you got the answer. Oh, I had unmuted. I had
I
muted
have a
him.
question. I have a question here. Hello, I have a question.
Wait. Yeah, just wait. Bajio, have you got the answer?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yeah. Thank you for the answer. I got that.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So,
Thank you. Thank you for the interest, Bajio.
All right.
Crystal, you can go on.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah. Thank you, Ami. Thank you, Mr. Laredu. Yeah. My question is that the other time you're talking about. I want to ask a question concerning your NFT characters. You said you have 4 NFT characters. You mentioned the tiger, the bunny, the hip, and the wolf. And I want to ask this question that how can I acquire these your NFTs? Like where can I buy these your NFTs? And also, while holding your NFTs, how can I earn while holding your NFTs? So that's my questions.
Okay, so the first question, yeah, so I think we spoke about it, but your question about, yes, we have 4 different characters, a quarter each, so there's 2,500 of each of the 4 animals. And once we open up our pre-mint and our minting, you don't know which character you get. So it's randomly selected. Maybe you'll get a bunny or an ape or a tiger or whatever you get. We don't know yet because the reveal only happens later. After we go through our VIP list and so on, then we're going to reveal the actual artwork behind the NFTs, and then you're going to know what you get. And then if you want to trade or you want to get a different animal or you want to get more animals, that's when we will be on the secondary market. We will be on OpenSeas to begin with, and we will also want to list on SoRare. So those are the platforms where you can actually get the actual NFTs after our minting from our actual website. Could you repeat your second part of the question?
Okay. My second question is that I asked why holding these your NFTs, the tiger, the bunny, and the ape and the wolf. Why holding these your NFTs? How can I be any?
Okay. So I think you asked why we have the 4 animals. I explained that each of the animals personify a different character in the music festival world. The partier, the DJ, the bouncer, the owner, the festival thrower. So each of them have a different role. And then again, actually getting them, will you actually have to mint them, and you'll be able to choose afterwards to get different ones.
Okay, yeah, I got the answer. But my question is that how can I be any why holding your NFTs? How can I earn why holding your NFTs? That's the question.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Let's say
Can you repeat that a little bit slower?
I'm
Yeah.
holding your NFT. Let's say I'm holding your NFTs. How can I be earning? Like how can I be earning? Like hello.
How can it be and what next?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question. Thank you, Ami.
Okay,
Be
thank you.
and
Sorry if
what?
I couldn't
What do
answer.
you want to be?
Do you get that? Do you get that? Hello, do you get that?
Have you got that, Mr. Grigori?
Sorry, no, May. If you wanted to
He
explain
wants you
that,
to be someone. I don't know what.
yeah, me neither.
What do you want to be? What are you asking about to be?
Yeah, okay. Let me come again. I said if I'm holding the NFTs, how can I be earning?
Okay, so you can't be any. You get,
I think
if
so.
let's say if you own one NFT, you're one animal. If you own more, maybe you have two of the same or they're each different. Only after the minting you'll be able to choose which one you want to be by going on OpenSea and purchasing it from someone else.
Wow, that's great. That's great. That's interesting. Yeah,
Right?
thank you for
Okay,
the
so
answer.
it's
Yeah, I
no
wish you best of
problem.
luck.
Thank you very much. Okay. Ame, if you wanted to ask
So
one
now I'm
more,
going to unmute.
yeah, if you wanted to ask one more question, I have another call, I have another AMA at 1 p.m. So I think we'll have time for
Am I
maybe one
audible?
more.
Sorry, I wasted
Hello,
a
am I
lot of your
audible?
time asking a
It's
lot
okay,
of
no problem.
questions.
Hello, am I audible?
Hey, Timmy. Yeah, you are audible. Please hurry up.
Okay. Yeah, I want to know why did you decide to build Chaotic DJs and merge it with the crypto industry and with the music industry? And also, I want to know the criteria for the music scholarship education.
Okay. Yeah, great questions. So we decided to put together this project, merging the music industry, specifically the festivals, DJing, and electronic music. To begin with, we specifically decided to merge that with the Web3 for all the benefits that the Web3 offers. Because right now, the music industry, it's very traditional, right? Anyone could go to a festival. There's the top DJs or artists that are performing, and that's the standard. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to offer those abilities and that experience on a global scale to anyone. So with Web3, we are able to get on a global scale in a decentralized way that there is, to begin with, there's us as the founders creating the project, but then it's in the hands of the community. So that's a benefit that only Web3 offers today. Another benefit is that it's fully transparent. The financial structure and the holders and their activity is all open source on the blockchain. Anyone and everyone can view it, whether you're a holder or not. It's all open source. That's another beauty that's unique to NFTs because of the blockchain technology. Furthermore, it's anonymous, right? Let's say you right now, you're on here, I'm seeing your name as Tim Eth. Maybe for some reason or whatever reason is, you don't even need a reason. There's an ability to be anonymous, and you don't need to share personal information, and it's not tracked. It's all encrypted. So that's another beauty that we wanted to offer. Like me, I'm showing my name. I don't care to show my socials, whatever it is. I'm a founder of a project, so I have no problem with that. But let's say a DJ, an artist, maybe he's just trying it out. He doesn't want to share his name, or maybe he's using it as a way to make money as being a mentor. He's already an established DJ. He's going under a pseudo name, like a ghost writer, and he's just participating in a community. So we provide that anonymity as well. So we're just using all the great things in Web3, in decentralized finance, providing an ability for people to earn passively and be involved in a fun way to earn and engage with other people through the internet. We're providing all of those benefits specifically in the music industry, in the music festivals and DJs and artists industry. So that's the passion, that's the goal, and that's the experience of the team that we wanted to bring together.
I hope you asked the question and you got the answer. And yeah,
you could follow up with me on my...
Mr. Grigori had a shortage
Yes.
of time, so we... Yeah. Please go on.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that yeah, if there's any more questions, you guys, my Telegram is at Gregory Laredo. If you want to message me, I'll try to get to as many as I can. Otherwise, jump in our Discord, ask whatever questions you want in the main chat. I encourage it. I know a lot of the times we're in there talking about music or saying, hey, what's up? What are you doing? This, that. But if you have any specific questions about the project, jump in our Discord and just write it in the main chat. We answer everything. We get to everything in our Discord. Otherwise, you can hit me up privately here on Telegram, and I can answer any and all other questions you guys may have.
Real quick ending. So
yes.
Because of the shortage of time, we decided to make 2 random listener winners. So I have decided Mr. Doreen and Jerry to be the random listeners, and they are the winners. Rest of the 3 who asked the question. So thank you, Mr. Grigori, for joining us today, and thank you for explaining everything very clearly. And I'm glad that you knew everything, because I host a lot of AMAs. I know a lot of project owners, even project members don't know a lot about the projects, and they're like, what? I'm happy that you answered everything and you explained it very well. I'm impressed.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. That's why, like, we have collab managers who organize these with qualified groups, but I or one of my other co-founders like to be on them because we like to give as much knowledge and information about the project that we can. We're very passionate about this project. We worked extremely hard for a long time on this project, and we want to make sure that the right information is out there so that the right community members and future NFT holders are going to be part of the project. So it's important to us. So I appreciate your questions, and I appreciate you digging and trying to get more answers out of me. And I'm always open to answer anything.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for bringing
Thank
us
you.
up.
And I will
Great
share.
Project, and I wish you very good luck.
Yes, thank you. And I will share with you. I will speak with my team, and I'll share with you our whitelist, and I'll let you know for your community how many whitelist spots we have available that you can share within your community, so that all these listeners can go on and get themselves on our whitelist, and other people from your members who learn more about the project. So we really appreciate you and your group.
All right. Thank you, and good luck for your next AMA, and thank you for joining us today. Good day.
Yes, you as well. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.